Greetings, everyone, and welcome to. We are coming to you live from the Tower Press Box for Speedgaming's 2023 Crystalis Randomizer Tournament, organized by Matric. This is Speedgaming's Y. Today we have a semifinals elimination round matchup between m4sh4m4 and Dragondarch, with the winner moving on to take on Matric. This is actually a rematch, as m4sh4m4 had originally beaten Dragondarch in the winners bracket. I'm a commentator for today, 00713. Joining me up here in the Tower Press Box is the Master of Bracelets, Tornell on Tracking, and my co-commentator, the expert on all things full stupid, Code Gorilla. Welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you, Zero. Happy to be here. I am looking forward very much to this race, and we are already getting underway here. We should be started any second now. And we're off.
Yeah, this should be a good match. m4sh4m4 did defeat Dragondarch in his first matchup. Will he defeat him in the second matchup? We got a key right away.
Yep. I imagine that's probably windmill key, so we'll probably see our runners both head straight for the windmill after this.
Oh yeah, baby! No warp boots at the shop.
Okay, slight detour. We also picked up a flute, so let's go wake the windmill guard. Let's go turn in what's probably the alarm flute and turn in what's probably the windmill key.
So m4sh4m4 has purchased some milk herbs. Those will heal you, whereas Dragondarch has purchased nothing. So it's his full allotment of monies.
Yeah, it's always a gamble whether or not you want to buy stuff right at the beginning, especially given there are no warp boots for sale. You kind of want to have some money to buy warp boots in the first town you do make it to, but by the same token, if you need to make a play through Sealed Cave and there are dangerous enemies in there, you're going to be happy to have those medical herbs.
Looks like Dragondarch did do a wild warp back to the beginning, whereas m4sh4m4 has just walked out, and they're fairly even. Let's see if any of these items are what we predicted them to be.
Alright, telepathy. That suggests to me that we're probably opening up Bryn Mawr fairly shortly.
My thoughts exactly. Or we could have a Sahara play.
Yeah, we have to also pick up change for that. If we see change, then maybe Sahara is the open exit of GPC Cave. That'd be interesting. We're not going to find out for a little while because both players are going to go straight for Windmill Cave. At least get the opening at the item at the opening of Sealed Cave. And probably going a little bit further. Oh, hazmat suit. Okay.
Oh yeah, well, you know where we're going now.
Yep, there is an oak trip in our near future.
Now, the good thing about the hazmat is it'll make you immune to poisonous swamps as well as spike traps. That's pretty cool, and lets you gain access to oak.
m4sh4m4 getting hit by a paralysis doesn't really matter when we don't have a sword. Honestly, the biggest pain in the butt about it is the text box that appears and stalls you for half a second.
Got a water wall here. By the way, Zebu had a firewall. There are 4 swords. They're elemental swords, and there are 4 types of walls that we're going to be able to encounter.
1 mimic. Also, this flail knight. 2 mimics.
Dragondarch better be careful. Let's see, does m4sh4m4 check the final one or just leave?
He's going to check it. I think if you've made it this far, you're going to check it. Okay. So yeah, all mimics in Sealed Cave. That is a very high likelihood that we have the Oops All Mimics flag on, and that those are actually items, but we need a sword to access them.
I really hope that those are actual real mimics.
3 actual real mimics, and the progress is in the chests in GBC Cave. Our runners will probably be able to figure that out pretty quickly if this open exit doesn't go to Cordell Plains. But it looks like it does, so... m4sh4m4 going straight over to Oak, not even bothering to go get the item in the grass first. Which makes sense. You might as well do this while you're over here.
We don't know if there is a sword chart yet, so one thing to note is that we could potentially do Stomp after this with a fake sword.
Yes, we could do Stomp with a fake sword if, and only if, charge shots only is off. All right, we've got a little bit of a divergence here. Dee is going over to a Sacred Shield. I would bet a lot of money right now that Dee is immediately going to sell that. Especially if there are work boots for sale in Bryn Mawr here.
Dr. Hana wants a brilliant lamp. And we got our first sword, Sword of Wind. I think we don't have Sword Charge on. And Sword of Water, wow.
Okay. So Oak was a good play.
And Mashama did not check the hint on the flute.
Nope. Sure enough, Dee sold that Sacred Shield, got $12,000 for it, and is set for money for the rest of the seed.
Unless if those warp boots start getting super expensive.
Okay, 90% of the seed. Unless, basically, if Teleport's not completely buried, you're set for money.
Well, there's a good chance that we will be seeing Teleport or Flight with being in the Bryn Mawr area.
Yeah, I was going to say, Teleport early to get access to Mount Saber North to get access to the rest of the world. Seems reasonably likely.
Interesting, Mashama is not doing Stom. Maybe he wants to do warp boots.
Yeah, I think even if you can stab that fight, you would much rather have warp boots. And Mashama might be thinking the same thing of, hey, I'm going to sell the Sacred Shield and look for warp boots for sale.
He didn't talk to Ski Free.
All right.
Oh, no warp boots here either. Awesome. I love it.
So, Dee picking up their two swords.
So the
really stocking up on warp boots.
Oh, so it's warp boots back there. What do we got? Wooden flute. So wooden flute's gonna be the insect flute. Be aware of that. We don't have any wall progression yet. Windmill requires a fire sword.
Yep. And we can get through Zebu, but it doesn't matter. So it's either Amazonas, the Queen item, or it's Mount Saber West. It's probably Mount Saber West, would be my guess.
Oh, there's some warp boots. Sadly, Mashama can only afford one pair.
So yeah, we saw this before in DD versus KFAL, where, again, they started with a very early Sacred Shield. DD sold it. By the way, there's our confirmation that Oops All Mimics is actually on. DD sold the shield, and their opponent kept the shield. Same thing seems to be happening here.
Now the shield will provide defense against projectile damage, and I think the Sacred Shield prevents you from being slimed.
That's correct.
Maybe that's why Mashama wants to keep it, but that money that Dragondarch has picked up is very valuable.
Yeah, it's definitely letting them pull ahead here, because they get to just spend warp boots however they feel like it.
Okay, so Tornell, you want a flame bracelet today. For a bow wind!
First bow already.
So Tornell, tell us why you want a flame bracelet.
We've got the bow on Shama's side as well, buying that first pair of warp boots, spending it on the Stomp fight. Immediately.
Okay, Dragondarch is back in Seal Cave. We didn't get to see what the other exit here was.
Yeah, the GBC cave. Yeah. Gonna pick up these two items. Gonna check the wall here. 50-50 chance that you can get through it. So like, I don't hate it. Like honestly, without knowledge of what the actual walls are, I think you have even odds on Mount Saber West or the other exit of GBC cave being progress. And we're about to find out which one it is.
Okay, we got Metal Herb there in GBC. And we got Wind Walls.
Alright, so we're going up Mount Saber West on Washima's side.
Now, would you do Saber West this early, seeing that's how you cannot get two of the items?
I don't know, I would... It's tough because if you're in... I think here's the difference, is Shama didn't sell that shield. and doesn't have money for loads of warp boots. And if you're low on money, I like making this Mount Saber West play, because that way you don't have to spend another pair of warp boots getting back here later if this ends up being the progress. You can always wild warp out of here and go to check GBC Cave later. But DD has oodles of money, all the warp boots they could possibly want, and should take advantage of that. In which case, yeah, I like doing GBC Cave. I like going back into Sealed Cave and trying to not have to double or triple depth Mount Saber West.
Looks like we have a potential Mashama hallway here. And see, oh yeah, we definitely have.
Oh
Mashama
yeah,
hallway.
That is a lot of Medusas. You can actually kill them. Medusas are nice. They give a lot of experience and gold for their relative to their scaling and how difficult they are to kill. In particular, they have large hitboxes. They move slowly and they move kind of randomly, which means they don't try to chase you down and tackle you, which makes them really easy to kill.
Got a flute there in a wooden flute in a windmill cave.
Flute, is it not?
Yes, it is.
So that's interesting. That could very well be our progress.
We got the recover spell.
Mashama has not found anything yet on Mount Saber West, so...
Absolutely nothing. So we'll see where Mashama goes next, whether GBC. Oh, we got eyeglasses too. So we might be getting the dolphin flute soon.
Yeah, we're a ways off from being able to use those eyeglasses, because you need... get through Mount Saber North, you need to... get through... have the shell flute. Yeah, I don't know. Just gonna try to pay attention on Mashama's side to actually see what the wall was, because I did not see what it was when DD checked it.
It's a wall made of water.
Okay.
Here we got the insect. We're fighting the so the insect is actually two parts. There's this little mini enemy right here, and then the true enemy of this fight will be shown up fairly shortly.
Yeah, the giant insect itself, not that much of a danger. The real danger is the death mosquito that comes in. Except apparently not this time.
Now, this is a jump, some sort of jump ability here. Oh,
teleport. Alright, so that's Mount Saber North.
So that might be why Mashama did not sell the shield, because he's probably expecting teleport to show up.
That could be. There's something to be said for that. It is putting him behind in this phase of the race, but I could see... The question is, how much are you going to be able to capitalize on having that shield later on? Because DD still has that money, can still buy now all the medical herbs they want, or if it really comes to it, buy magic rings. Oh, that was a flawless rabbit skip, by the way. Not surprising, DD is a vanilla speedrunner, and that is a very important trick to the vanilla speedrun, but... that was just... You wouldn't even know that there was a trick there if you didn't already know.
And since Dragondarch has not done Saber West, that will keep him fairly ahead of Mashama. And we know that there was nothing in Saber West.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dark's just guarding the gate to the Saber North. I don't know why we have to be so mean to them.
Because they want to kill you. That's why I would recommend being mean to them.
Well, you are invading their territory.
Mashama has picked up the wooden flute. Still gonna go get these other two chests. Recover will be nice to have. And the eyeglasses could be important later, so... Yeah, both of these are valuable to get.
And this will actually allow Mashama to walk into those poisonous enemies. Oh, Dragondarch finding a magic ring. Those magic rings can be very valuable in the end game, but earlier in the game, maybe not so much.
Yeah, early in the game, they tend to be cell fodder, and If there's one thing DD doesn't need right now, it's cell fodder. Yeah, I think Mashama is more behind by his decision to buy... by his decision to do Mount Saber West than he is by his decision to not sell the shield, but I do think not selling the shield is is costing him a little bit of time here.
Oh, but he just made the seed easier. We got a warrior ring on Saber North.
Yeah, that'll do it. We'll probably see that equipped until we find speed boots, would be my guess.
So warrior ring will grant you a level 1 sword charge all the time whenever you mash the button.
And one thing we've seen in this tournament is DD is really good at mashing. So, yeah, that warrior ring is going to do a lot of work. Alright. Does the last freestanding chest on Saber North have progress, or do we need to fight Kilbesk?
Be interesting if it's Rabbit Boots. Nope, Kilbesk is going to have the progress. What progress will it be? What do you think it'd be? Could it be a key?
It's probably going to be the key.
Could potentially be Rabbit Boots or Speed Boots.
Yeah, it's something you get up the slope. Could be.
Now, if it is Rabbit Boots or Speed Boots, then that could help Mashama catch up a bit.
It could be. It could also be just like Sword of Fire.
That's
to
true.
Get through the other GBC cave exit. Alright. But yeah. Kilbesk 1, weak to water in this seed. Goes down very quickly with the Warrior Ring.
What do you got for us, Kilbesk?
It's
of course, it's a key.
Alright, so we get to do Mount Saber North in just one trip, which is nice.
And we got our level 2 wind.
Meanwhile, Mashima making his way through Mount Saber North.
So we're in Portoa now. Portoa is going to open things up a lot more. We got, especially with the water sword, got a bunch of places we could check here. We got Waterfall, Fog Lamp Cave, Tracer Plant Cave, and possibly Rage.
I'm guessing our next progress that we're going to find is going to be the Shell Flute, because we did already get that those eyeglasses.
I did not see what the boat guy wanted.
Statue.
Looks like we do have a statue. It looks like we do have the correct sword for Rage, which is a water sword.
Yep.
We haven't got any trading items yet.
Yeah, DD going straight down to Rage. Get that check done. Lets you get a hint. If you remember that you have the right sword, it lets you check Crystalis Plant Cave on the way back.
What was that, War Boots?
That was a note block. That's probably the Shell Flute. In fact, yeah, DD's not even going to do Crystalis Plant Cave on the way back. And is going to just use... that wouldn't ever come back to bite anyone that I can imagine.
It could be the Flute of Lime.
It could be the Flute of Lime, but I'm reasonably certain that it's going to be
Power Ring.
Ooh. Okay, well,
now we have all flutes.
Yeah, okay. So maybe it is the Flute of Lime, but it's kind of irrelevant now.
So Angry Sea has the Power Ring, which is going to increase our damage output, and we got Stixie Key.
Yeah, although no way to get there yet without change, and also without Rabbit Boots or Flight.
Orb of Thunder.
All right, not bad.
Okay.
Mashama's still on the Mount Saber North climb, has found the Warrior Ring, and is about to finish the climb and fight Telbesque.
And of course, Dragondarch is going to check the eyeglasses, as we suspected.
Yeah, it makes sense that that's the first thing you want to do here.
Now we're going to have a fun chess fight here, in this little tiny room.
It won't be too bad, yeah. Okay, well, we still have a way across the ocean.
And with no trade-ins, we can't go check to see what Aurelius wants. But if we ever get to Sahara, we can we can see what Deo is going to give us.
So note block was Flute of Lime, just FYI.
Well, there you go. Alright. BD opting to go check ESI. Only a 50-50 chance that you can get through here, but if you can get through here, there's a lot of information to be gained. Oh, maybe just grinding these jellyfish for a little bit. Interesting.
Now, these jellyfish are pretty good for grinding in vanilla game. I'm unsure if they're just as good here. Maybe just wanted that one level.
Yeah, they were like 30 experience off from a level, so popping out and popping back in to get it quickly makes a lot of sense. But yeah, what I was going to say is if you can get through here, there are a lot of items behind it, and potentially a boss as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is the speedgaming part of ESI can be pretty slow. So if you get tripped up here, then it will eat up time. And it's a Thunderwall.
No dice today.
Okay, well, that's knowledge for Dragondarch, and this could help out Mashama catch up if Mashama doesn't follow in suit with him.
Yeah. So the other thing I was going to say is, the other reason I like going to ESI right now is the hint you get from the Zombie Town townspeople about which statue fixes the ocean is really valuable right now, because it gets you both Power Ring and access to the Goa region. So having that information would be really useful, which is why I would prioritize trying to get that hint. Now, it didn't work out here because you don't have the right sword to get through ESI, but I think it's a reasonable line.
Oh, we see Waterfall Cave is accessible, and we're going to get a hint as to what's in these Portoa caves. Maybe we might find the second flute. Maybe there might be something else useful around here. We shall see.
Well, Mashama is about to go check Carissa Plant Cave.
Let's go, Mashama. You know that's the right play here. Even though it's the worst place to search for items in the game. Let's see, what's our hint?
Metroid Amiibo. See, that's actually huge, because that could be our... that could be the golden statue.
By the way, Crystalis Plant Cave has a water wall, so we got 3 water walls so far.
Yeah, gonna need that Sword of Fire sometime soon.
I'm trying to... Oh, Mashama, what are you doing? Why are you going to see Asina? Does he not have melt orbs?
Probably just wanted to check the flute.
Oh, Atrahana had rabbit boots, so you know where we might have to go. Actually, we have 2 places we could go.
Well, I feel like that Metroid Amiibo just got a lot less exciting when it's... I mean, it still could get you Power Ring, but it's a lot less likely now. Whereas the Rabbit Boots letting you get into the Goa region. Although there's not a ton you can do in the Goa region at the moment, except for go into Goa. And going into Goa with 2 swords...
Dixie.
True, you do have the key to Stixie. You can only do half of Stixie because you don't have the... you don't have Flight.
Stixie, Oasis, Hydra, Shyron.
But you can't full clear any of those areas, pretty much.
Nope.
Like, you're gonna have to abandon a bunch of checks to do any of those.
We do have Saber North, of course.
You mean West?
West.
Yep.
which might be more north of Leaf, in my opinion.
I don't know what sort of geography you're using there, but sure.
Now, let's see. Dragondarch looks like he's going to be doing the play here of Devil Flight to get up to Swan. We won't have paralysis, so we cannot get the Kensu item. 2 tries, pulls it off.
Not bad at all. Again, that's a very important trick for the vanilla speedrun, so not surprised at all to see DD do it more or less effortlessly.
I still find it interesting that M4sh4m4 did not finish up Asina and the Dolphin.
Yeah.
Because he was right there. It probably wouldn't have been that bad for him to make the check. We're going to change into this guard and send these guards along on their way. Hopefully they can help out with the Master of Chiron. Dragondarch and the Dragondarch has done the fast travel for Goa. There is a possibility that we can get into Goa with these 2 swords.
Yeah, you'd still prefer not to until you have a little bit better chance of actually full clearing it, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I feel like you would prefer to do Hydra and Styxy before you try to do Goa with just 2 swords.
Got our first Opal and Hydra.
Not unwelcome, especially if you think you're going into Goa sometime soon.
Yeah, looks like M4sh4m's finally going to be doing a Cena. Probably going to be kicking himself once he finds out that it's going to be... actually, not really, because the Rabbit Boots are going to speed things up for him here.
Yeah, I mean, doing Waterfall Cave was required because you needed those. You absolutely needed the Rabbit Boots to make progress here.
Yeah,
DD getting a statue from Zebu and checking it. It is not the one that Arillis wants. Looks like they're headed over to the Fisherman. It's not the one the Fisherman wants either. Could this be our power ring?
Now, I think if M4sh4m4 manages to skip ESI here, then he will be able to get a little bit closer to Dragondarch, but not that much closer.
It's tough because you need... So you gotta go here first, because this is what gives you change on M4sh4m's side. And you definitely need that for it to make sense at all to try to cross the ocean.
Well, Dragondarch is doing the front to go, and he's taking a lot of damage due to lack of shield here. And he's going to see if he could get through with the 2 keys. And
Nope.
No.
Alright, Go is off the table.
We have Keyblades, or
I mean, they essentially are. When you got all these walls blocking your way. Alright, yeah. M4sh4m's going straight to doing Fake Flight.
Okay, I'm glad he's doing this. And maybe Dragondarch's going ahead Saber West now.
Yeah, that would make things interesting. That would kind of catch them up a little bit.
I try to hope that there's nothing here so that M4sh4m4 maintains, or kind of gets a little bit ahead here. But this could lead to M4sh4m4 thinking about going back to Saber North as well. Or West, I mean.
Yeah. I think if you're in M4sh4m's spot, I don't like going back to Saber West for literally 1 check. M4sh4m4 taking the time to provoke the guards outside the Swan Gate.
on Fruit of Lime on Dragondarch.
DD checking the Tornado Bracelet spot.
Let's see, M4sh4m4 is actually going... Look at how much less damage M4sh4m's taking with that shield. And he's going to be checking the wall, which is good. It's good knowledge to know this. At the very least. And if you can't get into Goa, there's a decent amount of items in Goa. Big effort, Dragondarch. Please. Awesome mimic!
Just
Yes.
an actual mimic.
Good from Mashama.
That is good for Mashama.
As long as
Especially, it looks
Mashama
like
doesn't go
DD is
back.
going and doing the rest of Saber West, which we know already is garbage.
Dragondarch getting poison there. Decides to reset as opposed to using recover. I'm guessing that's quicker.
Yeah, he didn't want to walk out of that area anyway, probably.
Yeah.
And Mashama sneaking into Shyron as well. We do also have the Oasis Cave. We get all but one for sure. We might be able to get two items from there, or we might be able to get the Power Ring item as well.
Yep.
What did Zebu have? I missed it.
He had a
Motto figurine,
figurine.
which
Okay,
we know is not Queen Aurelius' trade-in, and we know is not the Fisherman trade-in, because DD has checked both of those.
We do
It
know that
could
there
be
is.
our golden statue, but hard to say right now.
We do know that there is a statue over in one the either in Fog Lamp or Crystal Plant,
Yeah.
but we don't even know what the walls are yet for Fog Lamp.
Yeah, there's a decent shot that if that is our golden statue, and there's nothing else that forces our players to go to those caves, that we just don't see our players get the power ring this seed.
So one thing I'd like to point out with the money situation, if you look at Mashama, he's already at 2,000 monies. So
Money's kind of irrelevant now because you
Yeah.
found teleport. Like, getting enough money to afford medical herbs is not that hard. So the only other thing you're spending large amounts of money on is if you're actually buying shields or armor, or if you're trying to buy magic rings, which usually you don't bother doing until right at the very end.
yeah, so Mashama's early gamble with keeping the shield, it could be paying off for him.
Yes and no. I still think it let DD do faster routing early on in this seed, and so like I still think there's like a little bit of an edge there that Mashama needs to rebuy, but he's kind of done it in skipping ESI and mostly just that. I think that was
climbed at any point. Definitely makes it worth it.
true.
Slimed in Hellway. Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah, Mashama did take the right. By the way, we have wind walls here in Hydra. Sadly, we won't be able to see the top item. Crappy Fruit of the Pond. And Dragondarch is doing Stixie! As I always say, go to Stixie. Stixie has all the answers.
Yeah, if it's the sort of thing where if you can afford to take the damage from these shooters twice, it's faster to do Stixie followed by Hydra. Although that may change when you don't have flight. Now that I'm thinking about it, I've only timed it out with flight.
Dragondarch really taking pounding from the statues due to lack of that shield. Oh, Dale's Pendant. So we'll see what Dragondarch finds, if he finds something here, or it might be Oasis Cave, or it might be Fog Lamp Cave.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Hydra was a bit of a bust. It looks like Mashama is now going up to Stixie as well.
So what do we think we'll find here? Flight, Sword of Thunder, Sword of Fire, maybe?
We do have a lot of firewalls. And ESI is the only Thunder Wall.
Sword
was
of
thinking maybe
Thunder
going to
letting
go,
you fight Motto 1, which gives you Sword of Fire.
And oh, there you go.
It is
Well,
Sword of
or-
Fire.
There's
Axeman
Sword of
spot.
Fire. Alright.
imagine somebody missing that.
And just forgetting that you have it entirely. Or missing that
Alright.
chest. Either way.
It took Mashama 2 medical herbs to get through here, while Dragondarch I think it took him like 4 medical herbs.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a big difference at this point, because if you're in DD spot, it's like, sure, it took you 4 Metal Flares. You can buy 8 more trivially.
Yeah, but if you're thinking about Goa, going through the front of Goa, you're going to be burning through some of those milk herbs.
This eyeball's giving DD the business here.
Oh, we got the tornado bracelet. So that's basically our tower right there.
That is certainly an option for tower.
Let's see what Dragondarch does. He is actually back at Bryn.
Yeah.
Why would he be back at Bryn? Is he check his Cena? Oh no, he's gonna be going back to Windmill. I think Mashama would actually I think Mashama might check go front again. Oh wait, where you going, Mashama? Did he not get the sword?
Oh, did he not?
Oh, Mashama.
Axeman.
Don't do that. Not this way, Mashama. Not this way.
Got magic ring off of the vampire.
I don't know if I can watch this happen again.
Wait, does he have it?
I didn't see. I hope so.
Nope.
No,
And
Mashama.
he's got thunder.
Thunder in the windmill cave, so that is go right there.
Well, unfortunately, that's pretty much it. I mean,
Yeah, there's no way Mashama thinks to go back to Stixie. Unless he remembers that he forgot that item right now.
yeah, somehow, yeah. Even still, that's a big hike, so that's quite a bit behind time.
And we now know that Sword of Fire is required to get Sword of Thunder, so like... We're gonna see Mashama clear everything else before picking up that sword.
And we just found Orb of Fire in Windmill. Well, if Mashama finds Flight, he might actually head back.
Yeah, but again, are you going to... The question is he going to remember that he missed the chest on the left side if he goes back with Flight?
It's possible it might make you think of it, but I don't know.
Now, Dragondarch heading to the front, burning through all those milk herbs, and triggering the massacre. The best part of the game.
I'm gonna teleport out to Goa to use the N. Teleport from there to Chiron to actually go fight Moto 1.
I got some Psycho Armor in Oasis.
Alright. Can't imagine this is going to be a terribly difficult Moto 1 fight with the Warrior Ring. It is at least DD's weakest sword, so... It's as hard as this fight is going to get. I guess the only other question here is... Assuming... Okay, you're doing this, you're going to go check Brokahana after that. I'm assuming that after that, we're going to see DD go straight into Goa. But the only other thing I can see an argument for at the moment is going and doing ESI first.
But Oasis is not weak to wind or fire, or not weak to wind or water.
Love Pendant from Brokahana.
And we don't know who wants the love pendant yet.
And Mashama never checked ESI, so he's doing that now.
Yep.
Oh, checking the statues too.
Makes sense. Especially, you know, this statue is get you Power Ring, and Power Ring is very useful, and it is, in fact, going to be that Power Ring. I don't think that's going to be enough if he doesn't remember that one chest in 60 fairly soon.
Then what he really needs is to find maybe Flight in order to get through the back of Goa.
Yeah.
And then hope that none of the bosses are weak to fire or lightning.
And hope that story mode is off.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Well, Kelbesk 2 is weak to thunder, so that's already off the table. Then again, if story mode is off, you don't need to kill Kilbesk 2.
And our opal statue on Calbest 2. There are 4 of those in the game. And what they do is if you die, it'll revive you to full health, take away all status effects, and make you invincible for a couple seconds.
There are 3 of them in the game.
So now Mashama's starting to think, okay, what the hell can I still do? It has to be Foglamp Cave.
Yeah.
Maybe check him. He's going to check both guys, see if that's a statue. Statue of Liberty.
Specifically, okay.
By the way, Droa will be randomized. So first floor it was vanilla-ish. Second floor is Mato, and Mato is weak to wind.
Yeah.
It's gonna be easy, even with not even using level 3 charges.
Yeah, I mean, without Power Ring, I feel like Warrior Ring probably does a better job.
Okay, so Fog Lamp was a Thunder Wall.
So now Mashama's going to go check the Tornado Bracelet spot.
Storm Bracelet on Mato 2. You still haven't found your bracelet yet, Tornell.
That's okay, I only have a bow.
Alright,
So
let's see what we get on Motto's floor here.
I do believe that this is the final check that Mashama can do. Okay, no Hellway yet. I'm kind of sad.
Now we're breaking out the level 3 charge shots.
Got a generic Mimic. Okay, where to now, Mashama? If only
Did you get
Axemen were
the
here.
Bottom right check already on Motto's floor, or are they just routing it differently than I'm used to?
I'm unsure.
I missed it if they did check it.
Probably just routing it differently. Which kind of makes sense. I could see that being faster. I haven't timed it myself, but
Got another Mimic.
so far a lot of garbage on this floor.
Mashama's heading to the top of Saber West.
Maybe he's thinking, oh, I misremembered what bracelet Tornell wanted. No, you didn't. You didn't, buddy. It's still the flame bracelet.
Maybe he's hanging out with his people there in that hallway.
Unless Mashama picked up the flame bracelet in on Mount Hydra and I missed it.
Nah, he doesn't have a flame bracelet.
Okay, now DD's getting the bottom right chest.
Yeah, the ball of fire was in Seal Cave, so he couldn't have the bracelet.
That's fair. True.
I think now Mashama's going to attempt. I don't know he's going to attempt.
So when things
Yeah,
start to feel
Mashama's in
bad.
full-on what have I missed mode.
Yeah, this is bad enough just in like a casual race, but in like
Yeah.
a tournament, gosh, this sucks.
Back at Goa.
You know, it's really easy to miss that chest if you're trying to do that floor. If you're trying to do Stixie without flight, just because if you're doing it with flight, you're so used to you get the chest at the bottom first, then you go upstairs and you get the chest up there, and then you fall down and get the chest in the back. And basically, you have to completely reverse the order, more or less. And trying to keep that in your head when you're used to mostly doing it with flight, it can be tough. There's a reason people forget that chest.
Nope, I guess that chest is now going to have 2 names to it. He missed the Axeman chest.
Which in particular has the Sword of Fire. The Sword of Fire gets you into the back half of Vampire Cave, which is where the Sword of Thunder is. So, kind of important. I think Didi has still found nothing but garbage in Goa so far. Oh, never mind. I take it
That's not
back.
garbage.
Commentators, Kurt.
By the way, maybe we might have to name the chest the Axe Shama chest from now on. Mash Man. I like Mash Man.
Okay, and you need either Sword of Fire or... Actually, no, you straight up need Sword of Thunder to get to Flight. Because you have to go in through the front entrance of Goa.
By the way, Dragondarch found Refresh somewhere.
Refresh was off of Mono 1, I believe.
Oh, okay, I'll mark that down. Let's see what Arillis wants today. She wants a charm. She
Love
wants a
pendant.
necklace.
Which we know is coming from Brokahana.
Flame bracelet. There you go, Tornell. We found it.
Wait, no, Tornell, take it now! Give me the item now!
Tornell, why don't you just give it to him right there?
I left it on the mountain.
Oh, come on!
Looks like
In my
Slime
other
Sue.
pants, okay?
I guess if you're getting kidnapped and held hostage in a tower, you don't necessarily have time to pack up your rewards first.
See, so Slime Sue wants the plant, the crystal plant, and Dragondarch is just stuck on a chest right now.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about flying into chests. If your inventory's full and it's a consumable, you're gonna be sitting there for, a hot 30 seconds. However long it takes to mash through that many item prompts. It's very easy to do here if you kill a mimic, send it into the spikes, and then you're trying to fly through the spikes because you don't want to take damage from the spikes, and it's just a whole thing.
We got a True Blue statue.
There you go. Didi now has the information that Arillis wants the love pendant.
You know, I gotta say, it's kind of funny that I tell Mashama to always go to Stixie. And Stixie was basically what killed him.
There's
He's rechecking everything, and the last place he's gonna go sticks.
Yep.
By the way, we got our third opal at Carmine's area.
Alright. Worst case scenario, you have to pop an opal to get through this, but you have refresh. You spend all of your MP, but you're fine with it.
I normally don't spend the MP on barrier, so
Yeah.
we got another Fireweed boss here.
Yeah. With Flame Bracelet and Warrior Ring, goes down to nothing flat.
And a shield ring, which will never get equipped.
Maybe if DD oh, there's a shield. Alright. I think you can now officially safely say that selling the shield has not punished DD in the slightest. And has, in fact, put them slightly ahead, but really not enough to make a meaningful difference in this, given that Mashama missed the chest.
It sucks to have to see a race and go about like this.
These things happen. Like, you play randomizers enough, you're gonna miss checks sometimes. It's just a thing that happens and a thing you accept when you do these things.
I'm assuming the scene had nothing. And we don't have boat guy
It was
statues,
a
so...
consumable, yeah.
Oh, Dragondarch has a lot of places he could go now.
Looks like they're heading either to Oasis Cave or to Sahara.
I guess it's Sahara first. Though you never know with Dragondarch, he probably has an optimal route right here.
I don't hate grabbing this, at least the quick checks. This is something we've seen DD do before, is get just like the first 2 checks in Oasis Cave, and then bail before getting the rest.
Okay, here we go,
Just because
Mashama.
Oasis Cave is so big. There's that Psycho Armor. And DD is now fully
Mashama's gonna
kitted
see
armor.
this chest across the river and be very sad.
Yeah. Shama now level 11. Oh, didn't go far enough right
Yeah,
to even
never
see
mind.
the chest.
Imagine if he skips it a second,
A second
time.
time?
Oh my gosh, I'm gone if that happens. I can't do it.
Deo has a bow.
Well, so there's our second bow. Which probably means this is going to be Pyramid followed by attempted Crypt Dive. And if the third bow is in Pyramid or Crypt, this could be over very quickly. I mean, DD, even if story mode is on, DD only has one more boss to go fight. Sure, it's the one that's all the way at the end of ESI. Alright, here we go, Mashama. There's your Sword of Fire. You did it, buddy.
He's probably going Goa front.
Yeah.
Hopefully the front Goa is not a firewall, which will push him back
Well,
toward the windmill.
even if it is, you immediately run into Kelbesk 2,
Yes.
who is Thunder Weak. Like, you don't even have to walk through Kelbesk's floor, because it's a reversed floor.
Okay,
you
so
do
it's
need
not
Sword of
bad.
Thunder.
So how long do you think it'll take for Dragon to die here?
That long? Wait, sorry, forgot about Phase 2. That long.
Another magic ring. So good to see those magic rings late in the game as opposed to early. The Shaman is doing Windmill Cave, and we got another statue.
Statue of
guy.
Liberty. That's the boat guy's statue.
We're still missing. We're missing one more statue, I believe.
Yeah, it's the one that's over in the Portoa side caves, the Metroid amiibo,
Oh yeah, that
Yep.
one.
which I think is the broken statue.
I think it has to be, yeah.
I guess we don't really know between the True Blue statue. One of them goes to Tag Kensu, and one of them is the broken statue. And we don't have paralysis yet, so we haven't actually been to Tag Kensu yet.
Ooh,
Oh.
we got access.
We got a Crypt Dive here, and Mashama's got his 4th sword.
Alright, there's Sword of Thunder. Shama going to be thorough and get the last check in Vampire Cave. Makes a lot of sense.
Sad thing is I don't think that there's anything Mashama can do to try and pivot this at all. With
No,
all 4 swords, you have to go Goa.
You kind of have to go through Goa in this seed too, because you need to get at least halfway through it to get flight. Like, the only thing you could do at that point is try to gamble and just leave after you've picked up flight.
Okay, looks like Mashama is going to be playing for that Goa run course. Or maybe the Mado 1 first. And our necklace. And looks like Dragondarch will be checking to see if story mode is on or off. No speed
Yeah,
boots this
makes sense.
seed.
Yeah. Given that they don't have much logical implications, it's for fairly likely that they could be anywhere, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, well, General Hunt and Tackle will be going down
Okay.
for Mashama.
Story mode is off, by the way.
And we know
So-
that
And,
there's-
Bow of Truth is on Clark. That's what I'm hoping.
If you're... Where does the Bow of Truth have to be? It almost has to be.
anywhere except for the Portoa Caves.
Yeah,
It
but
could
there
be
aren't
Kensu.
there aren't that many places left that DD hasn't checked. It's a bunch of one-off
Could
checks.
be on the boat guy right here. Boat.
Yeah.
It could be on Tornell. Tornell could have it.
Right,
Very
like
good
I was
point.
saying, it's a bunch of one-off checks and ESI.
I don't know. Maybe do ASI.
Like, you almost certainly should just go do ESI here because... Actually, no.
would.
You should go check all the one-off checks that are quick to get. Stuff like trade-ins. And then do ESI. Although I think DD has done all the quick trade-ins that they can do.
Either one, so.
Yeah, looks like he will be doing ESI. I wonder if he's going to check to see if he has power. If you do the power ring. Well, yep, he is. Oh, never mind.
They're going straight into ESI. They should know at this point. They may not have the information that... No, they found the Statue of Liberty. They have the information. They know they have the statue for... No, they don't.
Not for sure, no. Could
Yeah.
still be Metroid.
From their point of view, it could still be the Metroid amiibo.
And he probably cares more about a bow than the power ring.
If you knew you had the statue for the power ring, I think you would 100% go get it, because it will just speed up tower alone that much. But otherwise, yeah.
Got a Stomp bracelet there for Mashama. I'm really hoping that either Slime Kensu or Tornell has it. We haven't seen Paralysis yet, so there's always a possibility that that Swan Kensu has it.
Yeah.
Battle Armor.
So, here's what I think could maybe make this race interesting at this point. If Mishama gets through Motto's floor here, and picks up Flight, and then bails, and then just goes on a bow hunt. Because we know story mode is off. But I feel like doing that would be...
Stormy missing on some chests.
I don't think that's a play you can realistically make, unfortunately.
Yeah, because you don't know where the chests are.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
seen
well,
Boat
the-
and Goa too many times, I think.
Yeah. Well, especially you've got one floor left. There's an argument to be made that you might as well just go check the next floor.
And the final floor is Carmine's floor.
Right. So that's like 7 quick items, 8 if you happen to have the trade-in for Slime Kensu.
Okay, Dragondarch is going right first as opposed to left. Probably going for saturation as opposed to optimal mobility. And he's up to level 13. That's pretty nice. Extra tad power for the tower.
Yeah. Can maybe help compensate if you plan to not bother picking up... There's the speed boots, by the way. If you plan on not picking up that power ring ever, then having the extra levels will help compensate for that.
Let's see, we still haven't found the level 3 water bracelet yet.
Oh no. Whatever will our runners do without Blizzard Bracelet?
Well, Dragondarch is getting pretty up there on the danger level. He's up to 40 out of, I think it was 50, 51.
50 plus Crystalis brings it to 51. So only 10 key items left for them to find.
Up, Sabera's weak to thunder.
Flashing lights warning.
And of course, I think when she's off screen, you cannot damage her with the thunder.
Yeah, with anything. Alright, there's Sabera 1, done.
Root of Power.
That one you kind of have to pick up just because you killed the Mimic where it's in your way. Alright, gonna check Clark first.
And you probably have to actually pick it up in order to get to Clark.
That's
Wow.
true. That is true. You have to get the boss to actually count.
Well, Clark
All right.
doesn't have it.
So the glowing lamp is a spotlight.
And we know Akahana wants the other lamp.
Yep. We haven't seen either lamp yet.
Well, Dragondarch could potentially do, he could do a fog lamp, as there's a bunch of items there. Shall be finding his flight fairly shortly.
And just warp boots. So ESI, kind of a bust. I don't think there were even any trade-ins here. It was just all garbage.
And there's Mashama's flight. Looks like
Yeah, I
Dragondarch's
think-
going to see you, Tornell.
I think Mashama, in order for Mashama to have any chance of winning this, Mashama needs to start making risky plays that realistically don't make a lot of sense, but you have to hope that the obvious play fails and that the risky play pays off. And that's how you get back into this race after missing that Sword of Fire. But it can be really hard in the heat of the race to have that mindset. And also hard to know. This is one of the rare cases where I feel like you can know because you literally missed a very important item that you know you are behind.
Now, Mashama notices that Dragondarch hasn't even finished yet. Oh, never
Nope,
mind.
never
It's,
mind.
it's always that jerk Tornell. Tornell,
Okay.
why you gotta do this to us? Why you had to ruin a possibility for Mashama to win?
Which, funnily enough, means that Sabera 2 fight was required, because that's where the Flame Bracelet came from.
Well, you didn't have to kill her. You had to just go through some of the
No.
ESI.
No, Sabera 2 fight was required.
Oh, yeah. Mashama making a short meet of Carmine there.
This
Little power in
is
for Dragondarch.
essentially a foregone conclusion at this point, because I am reasonably certain that DD is making a local recording so that even if their internet goes out, they will still be able to prove that they won this race.
I
So,
would
you
get a
know,
feeling that he's going to win.
yeah.
And don't forget, people in chat who like, subscribe, and follow these amazing runners. They do it for you. They don't do it for anything else. I don't know much about Dragondarch, but I do watch Mashama. He's always streaming every day playing this game, so it's always hang out with him.
My understanding, I wasn't here for the first tournament, but my understanding is this is more or less what DD did in the first tournament, which is get knocked down to the lower bracket in their first match, and then storm through the lower bracket and come back to win the tournament. So,
Mashama got a chest locked into the wall.
Yeah, and everything was double elimination in that tournament. So the loser bracket, all the matches were best of 3. So
All
we were
of them?
tied 1-1, and even we were tied 1-1 in losers bracket. Me and DD were, and that's where Tornado menuing first came in. I had all 3 bows, didn't realize it, and wasted a bunch of time looking for a bow I already had when I potentially could have won. Like, it was really close. It could have gone either way, but I'm still upset about that.
Now, this will actually make Mashama and Dragondarch even in the tournament. They both will have one win over each other. I think they might actually. They should have to. I think they should do one match to see who the overall winner is between the two.
Mashama opting to walk out of Goa.
It's probably not that much of a difference in walking compared to going back to Goa.
When you have to go through the front half of Carmine's floor and these stairs, I don't know. In any case, bit of a moot point.
Dragondarch is at the tower. Tower is made up of 3 sort of identical floors. Every floor you have to first kill a bunch of gold robots, which then spawns these white robots through the doors, and you gotta kill all of them in order to climb the tower. Why that's a thing, why that is some sort of mechanic on this tower, I have no idea.
Worth noting, DD never did go to try out those statues and pick up the power ring, has opted to go for Tornado Bracelet and Warrior Ring, which seems perfectly reasonable. I think it does still seem like one of those things where if you knew 100% for certain that you had the statue that cleared the whirlpools, then getting that power ring sounds pretty good.
We got a spotlight at the back in back of Oasis. We got Crystal Plant now,
Which could take you right back into Goa Tower, which is funny. Because that is what Selen Kensu wants.
Okay, well, where are you going, Mashama? You are going toward Sahara. Seems like a good plan. Go find that bow off of Deo. Now, I do think with even if Mashama did get that sword right away, I think he still probably would have been behind, unless if he actually did go right away to Tornell.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It would have been a close race at that point. Alright, Edie has made it through the 3 floors of the tower. Going to pick up Crystalis here and go fight Dinah. Never found barrier, so either have to do a risky Dinah fight or a slower Dinah fight.
Does have refresh and a lot of rings.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a risky fight here compared to a slower fight, but...
And risky it is, and 2
What's on that shield
opals.
ring? Yeah, 2 opals is another reason to play risky here. You can just die twice.
I think he actually takes a death for it.
Times it intentionally so that you have iframes while the eye is open. Because that 100% looked like they walked into the bullet intentionally. Alright, there's the second opal. Now you gotta make sure you don't die, but you should be fine. Yeah. And there we go. GG's for DD.
And with that, Dragondarch will take first place with 1 hour, 8 minutes, 5 seconds. And that will move him on to the losers finals, where he'll be taking on Matrick. And sadly, Mashama, feeling the wrath of Axeman, will be knocked out.
So Mashama got what he wanted, though. That means he's back in 4th place, right?
Yeah?
Back in 4th place. And we are joined by Dragondarch. Welcome, Dragondarch. How did you feel about that seat of Congress today?
So, our tracker had the last bow.
Yep.
Yeah, what a jerk.
Can't count the number of times that's happened this tournament.
I just, like I had a bunch of options for going after that, for just doing like density checks, and I'm just like, you know, I have the right bracelet. This might be the play. If it doesn't pay off, you know, I might lose, but whatever. I'm gonna do it, and it just this time.
So Mashama, sadly, he suffered the fate of the Axeman. That's why.
Yeah. So the real story to this race is Mashama did Stixie, basically shortly after you did, but missed the chest that had the Sword of Fire, and then went and did everything else, and even double checked everything else before going back to Stixie again. So, yeah, unfortunately it was not particularly close at that point.
That is now the Axe and Mashama chest.
Yeah.
What did Archibald call it? Mashman?
Yeah. Axima.
Axima. I like that. That is now the Axima chest.
So, one thing I wanted to ask you about right at the end, did you think at all about going to pick up the power ring that was on the ocean, given that you had 2 statues in your inventory?
Yes and no. It was like, I could, but I also know I have enough power to finish the game from just as is. So it's like, if I spend the time and do it, yeah, it could up my damage by enough that I could save some time in the tower, but I wasn't sure if it would save enough time just compared to the time it would take to go check it. And there was still the chance that it might not have been the golden statue.
Right.
If I'd had all 3, if I'd had one more, if I'd had all the statues, I might have been much more likely to go take a look at it, because then I know I'm guaranteed. But with the fact that it could just be a complete waste of time, it's just like, I can do it at this. I got 3 bracelets, wind, fire, and thunder, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. I can.
Yeah. That's kind of what I thought. I just wanted to get your thoughts on it as well.
So Mashama will be doing ESI, which is going to be a complete bust.
Yeah, ESI had pretty much nothing.
Yeah, there was a hint back at Zombie Town.
ESI had one good thing in it, and that was the speed boots.
Right, the speed boots off of Vampire.
I was sitting there, honestly, I was sitting there thinking, it's like, well, we had Thunder a while ago. I could have done this a while ago. I hope Mashama did not come in here a lot sooner, because these speed boots would have been a huge loss.
Yeah.
Well, if you would have had all 4 swords by the time we got Thunder, and it's more likely you would go through Groa before coming to ESI, especially without flight.
Yeah, I did consider ESI, given that it's 9 pretty easy checks, and I knew I could, and I knew at that point I had the swords to do it, outside of what you would need for Severa, which I think was fire anyway. Wait, no, that one was, Severa 1 was Thunder, Severa 2 was fire, and dropped the flame bracelet.
Yeah.
But like, I was feeling decent once I made the Goa play, and I was actually feeling decent once as soon as I found flight. I'm like, okay, I made the right choice at least for progression. And then it's like I did the crypt check, realized that did not find the bow in there, and then realized it was just going to be another bow hunt. And that's when I started to sweat a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when it gets tough, is like the bow hunts always come down to who checks the right thing first.
Exactly.
I mean, granted, in this case it didn't really matter because you two weren't in the bow hunt at the same time, so.
Right. But obviously I didn't know that.
Right, yeah, you can't know that during the race. We did see once again you sold the Sacred Shield very early on. Mashama did not, and I even though you did get teleport very shortly after that, I do think it still helped speed you up there. Like, you got to route your checks early on there a little bit better, because you got to just... Mashama did Mount Saber West before going back to GBC Cave and Sealed Cave, Probably because he didn't want to spend extra warp boots to warp back to the Bryn Mawr region a second time.
Right.
Whereas you're just like, what do I care? I have basically infinite money. I have all the warp boots I could possibly need. I'm gonna go do the checks that are faster to do and then teleport back if I need to.
Yeah, my thought is if I have anything to do besides Saber South, I'm probably going to go do anything besides Saber South, just because you have 5 checks down there, but 2 of them are locked by completely different things. And I hate doing Saber South when I don't have at least one of those 2 things.
I completely agree. I feel the same way. It's having to double dip or triple dip Saber South always feels awful. Sometimes it can't be avoided, but I also have a tendency to last location that if it's something important.
Yeah, I've done that. I was a little concerned that the Oasis Cave checks that I bailed on didn't bite me, but they didn't this time, thankfully.
Oh, Mashama's taking down the vampire. Still nothing of value here, as we all know. Unsure if he's done with the Tornell play or not. He hasn't even taken down Model 1 yet.
Mado 1 is something that I will do as early as possible because of just how fast it is. Like that just if you've got Thunder and you've got Chiron Axis, you might as well just do whatever you can to get it to like just knock out Mado 1 because especially since we had change, that also opens up Brokahana.
Yeah. Yeah. I think part of it is I know Mashama doesn't always like to do Mono 1 before Goa. And then after Goa, you've got Flight, and ended up making the same, okay, I'm going to go to Sahara play, do the Pyramid. Oh, I picked up a second bow on the way, let's go do Crypt. Let's see if story mode is on, story mode is off. Now you're thinking, okay, maybe I don't even need to go back to do Mono 1 at all. And so I can kind of see how we got here. And as it turns out, Mono 1 doesn't have anything important. Like, it's Refresh. Refresh is nice.
It's nice.
I can't remember what Brokahana had this round.
I think it was nothing.
The Love Pendant, I believe.
Oh,
which was
right.
a trade-in for Arillis, which was a consumable.
Now Mashama's going back to Mado.
Alright, so we are doing Mono 1.
Maybe Mashama cursed himself by not talking to Ski Free.
He didn't talk to Ski Free?
No, he did not. He did not say Ski Free. He talked to the other guy that was with Ski Free.
Well, yeah, talk to Ski Free's drinking buddy, but not Ski Free himself.
Clearly, that was the reason right there. He didn't kill Ski Free.
I mean, you didn't either.
Yeah, but that's more of Mashama's thing.
True. I think it's more Zero's thing, but still.
No. It's Mashama. Mashama's the one that always saves them. The name of the seed was actually Ski Free dies today seed.
Alright, we are making yet another climb out Mount Hydra and Stixie.
Oh. I don't know
boy, Mashama.
And I don't know. He has the power ring, so obviously he has the right statue for that, and I still don't know what it was.
It was the True Blue statue.
Oh, so I did have the right one.
Yeah. Yeah, Mashama still hasn't gone over to the caves where the last statue is waiting.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bother doing either one of them, just because I knew the best item that was in there was just that one statue. So I figured, unless that was unless that was some sort of a trade-in for the bow itself, which I would have absolutely last location that.
Yeah, no, perfectly reasonable. I would have done the same thing.
I had that in my race. Oh, paralysis.
Yeah.
You want to see barrier as well? Ooh, there's a magic lamp. That's Hana's lamp.
So that's a trade-in and a thing that lets you access a trade-in.
I don't go to the top now.
Although,
Let's see. So all we're missing is let's see. We're missing a statue, the ice bracelet, barrier, and mirror shield.
yeah, the Tag Kensu trade-in must be that Metroid amiibo that's over in the Portoa side caves.
No, the broken statue had Slime Kensu's statue.
Not Slime Kensu, Tag Kensu.
Oh yeah, him.
Because we just picked up Paralysis and Stixie, so that's kind of on the table. Not really. Because who wants to actually do any of the Portoa side caves?
Especially the back of Fog Lamp.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already been here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Part of the reason
first try.
he actually came to Chiron slightly earlier, but did Mount Hydra first, and then went into Stixie. Whereas you went straight to Stixie, got that sword, and left to go check things on that sword. And then never came back to Mount Hydra.
Yeah, it was on my list, but it's just like, Hydra's kind of an average place for as far as like It's just such a long walk to get all the way up to where the chests are.
Yeah, absolutely. And like maybe you can loop it together with the right side of Stixie, but still, it's not great. Alright, we're gonna go see a flurry of trade-ins here. There's the mirror shield.
Now where's Mashama going?
Oasis Cave.
But he's already been there.
Yeah, he's already done Oasis Cave. This is gonna be him turning in the Carissa plant, I think.
Oh, Slime Kensu.
Yeah.
Well,
Because it's relatively close.
I think if you're Mashama, you have to kind of think of how Dragondarch finished. And
Not
chances
really.
are-
If you're in Mashama's spot, like, you're thinking, Dragondarch beat me because I missed the Sword of Fire and last location did twice. Like,
Yeah, but you're less. It's less likely for anyone to go back to Slime Kensu before some of the other things.
He doesn't have. I don't think he has that much left though.
yeah, like, I think it's this and doing the Portoa side caves to get the Metroid amiibo to do Tag Kensu and Tornell. I think it's about all he has left. And honestly, they all suck kind of equally badly.
Oh, there's
There's
a
the-
Blizzard bracelet.
Now we can do the
So-
tower with ice strats.
Barrier is on Tag Kensu, is what I'm hearing.
Likely.
And Mashama's still not going to pick it up because he's going to go do Tornell first, which makes sense. Like, having to... You're not just doing Portoa side caves to get you your bow, you're doing it to get you a check that might be your bow.
Yeah,
Which
that
means
never
it's-
was good.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you can take the shortcut up once you have flight.
Yeah.
I think we needed to have him go back to kill Steve Free. I think it's only necessary.
Another seed where story mode was off. We know it was off. Still didn't really matter. Because you're just gonna naturally end up checking those places anyways. And there's that Bow of Truth.
Also, another seed where Tornell had the progress.
Yeah.
Call me a wise man for nothing.
Wise
Nope.
guy. And we call you a wise guy. There's a difference.
Semantic.
Gotta load those tasty difficulty level 48 seeds.
Yeah.
It's like you look at the difficulty level, and if it's like almost 50, you know something went horribly wrong with the team.
Yeah. But the two items left are the Metroid Amiibo, which gets you Barrier.
So
Of
there's no chance for barrier to be in the Portoa
No,
caves.
spells are a higher priority tier than Kraden's in terms of the hint.
Yeah,
At least I'm
Barrier
pretty
was in the
sure.
caves. The hint would have told us that Barrier was in there.
So Dragondarch, you're moving on to take on Matrick. How you feeling about that upcoming race?
I mean, Matrick is forever third. We all know this.
And then from there, if you knock out Matrick, then you move on to the finals to take on the Axeman.
Yeah, so it basically mirrors.
Flashing light warning, by the way,
It,
for this fight.
it mirrors the 2019 tournament if that happens.
So we didn't get to see any slimes today.
Yeah, there weren't many warlocks.
I don't think. Oh nope, we weren't able to pull off a one rounder from Mashama.
That
Maybe
scaling
DL too
level
high.
8 is a little tough there.
Especially with level 14.
Alright, there it goes.
Bye, Dragon. You'll be missed. Apparently he was Azteca all along. And Tornell knew this and didn't say anything. Is he loading up on the, Oh, I thought it was still on the, Thunder Sword.
Oh, we got fairly typical fire strats. You're level 14, you got Power Ring. Like, this is not an issue.
Oh, one robot has survived.
Eh, you'll get him on the way back.
Two robots.
Oh, that one took less damage than I thought.
Yeah, the iframes on those are wonky during thunderstorms.
Okay, another floor done from Ashama. One more go. I think regardless, even if Mashama did get the didn't miss out on the Sword of Fire, he probably if he did the same exact routing, he probably still would have came in second.
It's hard to say. It would have been close for sure. And then, like, when you get to the bow hunt part of the seed, kinda all bets are off. Like, there's some routing choices that make a certain amount of logical sense, but at some point you just gotta start making those one-off checks.
Yeah.
I do think you could be right just based on how quickly DD picked up on the Tornell spot versus how long Mashama put it off for. But no.
I mean, it's basically the same as Mashama and I's first race, where he he picked the spot that you needed to check sooner than, you know, a little bit ahead of where I did.
Yeah. Alright, we're seeing another aggro Dyna here. Again, makes sense. Wow. Dyna
So it
seems to have
was-
taken a dose of vanilla today, because Shama just did not get hit for most of that.
Oh, that's a nice bullet pattern.
And
with
GG's for
that-
Mashama.
Second place, 1 hour 29 minutes 16 seconds. So a 20-minute, a little over 20-minute difference there. So we'll have to see how much time he actually lost doing those double checks. Now Mashama was actually our last year runner-up. Now he's going to go back to Mashama 4 in his name.
We'll see. We'll see if we're gonna get Mashama here for some post-match commentary.
And we are
And there he
joined
is.
by Steve Free. Welcome, Steve Free.
GG's.
GG.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Now, would you say after doing Goa that no matter what, that would have been your routing?
For
Basically for the bow hunt.
bow hunt,
Yeah.
that was my routing.
So I think even after what happened with Stixie, I don't think it would. I think Dragondarch, even if you did get the sword, I think Dragondarch still would have won with his routing.
Oh, I already knew that.
So at least I don't think that was a major bummer overall.
Because it was the same opening that happened like 3 times this tournament, where I go to Saber West and there's absolutely nothing there. And watching the replay, because that happened the last Dragondarch, and there was nothing on Saber West, and I made that play, and it was pointless, and it cost me a bunch of time. And then the Axeman replay, same thing. I went to Saber West, there was nothing there. Axeman never did it. And then today, I went to Saber West, there was nothing there. So, like, the seed was a linear hallway, and I wanted to check every door along the way to see if it would deviate, and just nothing.
Now, one thing you chose not to do was you didn't sell that early shield right away for a lot of money.
The Sacred Shield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't need the money at that point. Like, because I shouldn't have bought 3 boots early on. I thought about it when I was buying my set of boots in Amazon. I'm like, I should only buy 1, because the seed is either about to spit out teleport or flight, and flight is made to be later, so the seed is going to spit out teleport really soon.
Yeah.
Like, it was very clear it was going to spit out teleport, and once I had teleport, I don't need money anymore.
Makes sense.
Yeah, there's certainly logic to that.
The only reason I would need money is a shield, and I got a shield, so there's no reason I would sell it, because I just need something to be able to just face plant through bullet gates.
I think that was a good. I think that was a logical play. If you're in the Bryn area, you typically don't be expecting teleport fairly shortly, unless if you have a way to get through the other one of the other GBC exits.
GBC. But the only thing it could really spit out, well, no, because it could spit out Goa or Bartoa, so it had options if Sword of Fire was coming up.
Yeah. But there's a world where, like, okay, that happens, and then you make the play to sell the shield and buy boots, because now it's like, okay, teleport could be buried. So I still think there's some logic to it. I don't hate it as a play.
Yeah. And then early Warrior Ring just completely killed any boss fights. There's no challenge in the game anymore.
Yeah, none of the boss fights were particularly cool. I mean, you had mostly level 2 swords by the time you even went into Goa. So it's not even like you were... Yeah.
So now that you're no longer tied down by these flat sets, what is your plans, Mashama?
Now I play Vampire Survivors. My stream is nothing but Vampire Survivors.
Just doing the Vampire Cave. Gotcha.
Looking forward to this Mashama rebrand here.
Yeah, I have to say, you're back in 4th place like you wanted, so you get your name back.
Yup. Now my name can be proper. I don't have to mess with all this tomfoolery again.
Till the next.
Till the next tournament. So any final words from Dragondarch and Mashama?
I mean, you're welcome, Axe. That can now be the Mashama spot.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
We either named it the Axama spot or Mash Man spot.
Oh, it was Axima.
Axima?
Axima spot.
The Axima.
Axima spot.
I think it's just a very easy spot to forget when you are doing 60 without flight.
I mean, I was more concerned when I realized I was missing a check, and that was shortly after there when I go up ledge and there's nothing there.
Mhm.
That I figured that I probably derped, and one of the chests I went, oh, it's a mimic, and walked away from. And I was
Yeah.
like, I have no idea what chest that is. Like, I was pretty sure that's what I did, was I walked away from a chest. And then I hit the X-Men spot, and I'm like, okay, I just didn't go down here. That explains
Yeah.
it.
Axima strikes again.
At least I wasn't dumb enough to just simply walk away from a chest.
Do you think that Steve Free cursed you because you decided not to talk to him today?
Ski free? Nah.
You left him behind. He's like stuck in that bar forever and ever.
He's having a good time. I decided to let him rest today. He's tired from all the trips up Saber North.
Yeah, it's a bit of a long walk.
Mm-hmm. To go all the way up and then get pushed down.
Yeah.
Well, I know I have nothing left. I don't know about
Yeah,
you.
I think that's going to wrap up this Crystalis Randomizer tournament race. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Speedgaming, for hosting us. Thank you to our runners for racing. Thank you to my co-commentator 00713 and our tracker Tornell.
Cornell with a bow.
Always hogging those bows, always wanting those bracelets.
Actually, never mind. I thought we could have said that Tornell crossed Mashama the win, but sadly it wasn't Tornell.
Alright, that's going to wrap things up, and we'll see you sometime soon in the future for Dragondarch versus Matrick.